download. Okay. It is an in-house system. Only those officers who are part of the system should be able to download, and they should have a particular OTP or something to verify it. I think there is no point in everybody getting the access of everything. Yeah, please. GC Pamagudi. I thank ma'am and Nilesh sir. She has explained wonderfully to you. I'll just add quite a few clarifications which are required. First of all, this is primarily a database management system, which I think you would have understood. So there is a person who is inputting the information, who is the beat in charge or the beat constable, and there are officers over them who are actually supervising them. So it is like, I'll tell you a simple example. Say suppose we have a house. We have a big house. We have a 3-floor or 5-floor 5-story house. In every house, every story we have rooms. In every room we have different items. So every room may be taken as a beat, and every floor may be considered as a subdivision or a police station. So in every police station there are different beats. So all these 5 stories will come together and become a district, where there is an in charge or superintendent of police. So every floor has got a person who is supposed to ensure that the floor is working properly, or floor the upkeep is done properly. And every room a person is given in charge so that he ensures that everything is fine. So primarily the responsibility of the police officer is law and order. So these are all inputs which are required for us as far as the law and order of an area is concerned. We need to know how many churches are there, how many temples are there, how many mosques are there. Any small issue which pertains to that may snowball into a big issue. We need to know the colleges, because students are very important for us. You would have seen any issue pertaining to the students, it becomes a national level issue. We need to know the criminals active in the area so that we are able to keep a check on them. So criminal checking is another aspect. So the beat constable is supposed to ensure that his area is under control, or the law and order and the security and the people in that area are secure. So that is a room. That room in charge, or the beat in charge, is supposed to check everything is fine in that area or in that room. And for that, this data is very important. So he is supposed to go and check everything is fine in that room. He is supposed to go and check, meet to the principal of the college. He is supposed to meet the students. He is supposed to go and check about the bad characters. He is supposed to check the bus stations. He has got a lot of work. There is something called summon and warrant also, like when a criminal is living in that area, the court issues a summons, he is supposed to go and serve him. So he is in charge of the area. That makes police very, very resourceful. We are connected to the people around. If you see any organization in the entire country, the police organization has got the maximum percolation down towards the grassroots. Otherwise you can say post office. But post office, the postman will give only to those people who's having this letter is coming. But nowadays, આજકાલ WhatsApp and Gmail and all those things have come. I hardly think people will be using the post. Otherwise, how is the government connected to the people? Government is connected to people through these organizations, and the organization which has got the maximum connect with the people is police. Police is one organization which is omnipresent everywhere. एक मूवी बताना जिसमें पुलिस नहीं है, सिर्फ एक मूवी बताना जिसमें पुलिस इधर घूम नहीं रहे हो या फिर दिखाई नहीं दे रहे. At least in the signal you will see a traffic police constable in the movie. So it shows the importance of police in our everyday lives, and it shows a percolation of police into the society. And beat is the system by which we get access to the final citizen, or the entire area is, we are aware. Now I'll tell you one thing. There is one very, very negative aspect of our societal development is like terrorism. How the terrorist works, they will come and recce an area. Recce is something like you go and check the place before you do some operation. You recce the area. You have to stay in that area. So the beat officer, the beat constable is going into that area. He is supposed to check all the hotels and guest houses, paying guest facilities. He is going to check there. He will keep a track of all these in his book. Okay. And when he is going and checking this, somebody will tell him, saying that, see, sir, somebody has come which we are suspicious. That is how we get to know. That is how we get to know like what is happening in the area. Now comes to the floor. So there is a person who is supposed to monitor everything is happening, and that is called the police station in charge. And above the police station in charge, 3 police station in charges report to a subdivisional police officer who is known as the SDPO, who will report to the superintendent of police. And in case of North district, it is me. Okay, now from police inspector to the superintendent of police, it is basically to ensure. Now comes to the human resources management. The important aspect is the police constable. In police department, 80% of the staff is constabulary. Almost 60-70, I would say 60-70% of the staff is constabulary. Officers, as you go up the rank, the number of officers come down. For example, in Goa, the IPS officers, SP rank officers, IPS officers are 4 or 5 officers. Okay, but inspectors, DYSPs, there are more. Inspectors still more, sub-inspectors still more, and head constables and constables are very, very much high compared to the top officers. So it's like a pyramid structure. So the beat is going to the police station. Police station is given to the SDPO. SDPO is talking to SP, and SP is talking to the DIG or whoever the senior officers. So from the inspector till the SP, we are supposed to ensure that the beat constables are going to the beat area and doing it. So that is our job. So that is why we want this system. Now, when we ask somebody, they will tell us, sir, I'm there. Who is going to check it? I don't have a telepathic system to know like whether this person has gone. Nowadays, we can have a selfie system or something. That is why we want this. If he has gone something, there should be an imprint. There should be something left behind. That has to be an entry. There has to be an entry. Book is something which you can enter at home itself. मैं घर में बैठ के लिख सकता हूँ. But इसमें you have to mark some GPS location. Please के इस जगह में मैं गया. I went to that place, and you are tagging that this place I visited. So that is one way of supervision. And another thing is like, now we have to collect the details of the entire area. It is very difficult for us कि आप इनसे preparing for the civil services. One aspect which we are always discussed upon is like the disconnect between the academia and industry and the government organizations. That is what our Honorable Prime Minister wants to preach in. So, as per his direction, what we are trying is we have to have a smart policy system. Directly, we are talking to the intelligentsia. Who are you? Instead of we talking to the industry, which has got a profit motive, we are directly talking to the intelligentsia or academia who is ready to give us solutions in a lesser cost, in a better way. So that is why we are here, and we wanted to make this a competitive event so that you people are actually spirited and motivated to give the best solutions in a competitive mode. So we have given you 20 days. In 20 days, we give up the solutions. A judgmental panel will sit, and we will assess, and the best solution will be taken forward. And this will be taken by the Goa Police. This will be permanently used by the Goa Police. The best system which will be used once it is approved after the security concerns have been checked will be used by Goa Police. And we have approached only you. Only Goa engineering college we have approached. We haven't approached any other institutions. We have signed an MOU with Bixpilani, we have signed an MOU with IIT Goa, we have signed an MOU with GEC. And for us, GEC is the most important because there is a maximum number of students are here, maximum number of Goan students are here, maximum facilities and infrastructures are here. I was told by Nilesh sir, maximum students as far as these three institutions are concerned is studying here, and they are the most intelligent of all because you have come from this area and you have come through a entrance examination. So we expect you will come up with the best solution which will be useful for us and through which we are able to give better service to the citizens of our state. Thank you. Supposed to do every day.
So every day all of the 64 things are.
Yeah, it's like you are supposed to do every day. You are supposed to do in the mornings. You are supposed to do in the evenings. You are supposed to go in your area every moment of time. You are supposed to be present in the area. But the resources have to be utilized for multiple purposes. For example, in police station, there happens a law and order issue. Okay, we got 10 places of importance in the area. And at one particular point, something happens in one particular area, the entire resources will be taken to that area. So at that point of time, at that instance, all the officers might be concentrated on that area. So at that point, the officer may not be able to go and visit. So the discretion is up to him, but the supervisory officer should be able to manage, and he should be always having that thought in the mind that I am under the watch, which makes him more accountable. Tomorrow you don't have an attendance system. I don't know how many of you will come and attend the classes. Attendance system makes you accountable. I also studied from a college, so I understand that psychology because we were told like you will be able to write the exam if you have this much attendance. Tomorrow if you are given a free hand, I don't know like how many people will attend the classes. So in that way, the beat constables are supposed to attend to that area, supposed to go into that area, supposed to check in that area. Unless and otherwise there is an emergency or anything happening in other area or he has been called for some other purpose, he is supposed to be in that area. So that depends upon what is happening in the district or what is happening in the area. I'll give you a simple example. For example, this carnival was here. Carnival, it is a big event. A lot of people assembled here. Or the PM visit. Prime Minister is coming or any VIP is coming, so it is very, very important as far as security is concerned. So more resources have to be mobilized on that particular route or area in which the VIP is coming or in which that function is coming. And that time the beat constables will be withdrawn from their area and brought here. So at that point they will not be able to come. So it depends upon the existing things. But this being supervised or being under the watch makes them more accountable. So that is the point. Now it is like we are just on the word of mouth. Book. It's not possible to check the entire books also. So, for example, if you have an user interface online, you just click. I should be able to see. Click करने में I will be able to see speed में कितने बार कौन गए. Otherwise मैं book निकाली यार book लेके आ जाओ. ठीक है, पहले वो बुक लेके मैं थाने से लेके आएंगे, तब तक मैं चले जाऊंगा कहीं कोर्ट में, कहीं some other work. So now I am traveling in my vehicle. Okay, I have that e-beat system in my mobile, and I have my access. As an SP, I have my access, and I see that some particular area the theft is increasing. For example, a particular area theft is increasing. I am little worried. Yeah, क्या हो रहा है उस area में? Then the most important person in that area is a police inspector and the local police constable. So I will just check that area. इस area में कभी गया कि नहीं गया, ये लोग घूमता है कि नहीं घूमता. पुलिस जब घूमता है तो चोरी नहीं होता, ठीक है, क्राइम कम होता है because people are aware कि पुलिस वाले इधर घूम रहे, वो पकड़ सकता है. So I should be able to see. यार उस area में मैंने देखा यार ये तो घूमा ही नहीं, ये तो काफी 5-6 दिन से तो गया ही नहीं. This person has not been visiting that area. That is the reason this crime is happening. So I can keep a check on him. I can send a message across. यार इसको बोलो अपने एरिया में चेक करो, तो automatically the crime will come. Did you get my point?
Sir, important. First is understand, come back and ask us whether we have understood the problem correctly. if each of you understand the problem differently, and when we come on second and we see so many different variants, that is not what we want. We want all of you to line up. Okay, we think plus or minus. Okay, I can understand, we are all human beings. Complete understanding may not be the same. So, but it is, you have to come close to our expectation. Within half an hour or 45 minutes that we have had a discussion, it is not possible. Now what we have done is, we have told you broadly this is the problem statement. After a day or two, or maybe 3 days, 4 days, we will have one more session where we will make sure that you have understood the problem correctly. We will request Mr. Saroj to be present on that occasion, because he is the man who is having maximum problem among all the police. And because tourists तो घूमते रहते हैं इधर इधर, and he is the man in charge of all the tourists, and you know Goa is, lakhs of tourists come. Just imagine how much of hardship he is facing. So we will have to finally, if your software works now and if it really helps him, we should wait for his input. He is the man who has got maximum pain points. Okay, the rest of them Ponda का क्या है? सब शांति शांति है. But what you have to do
But there is a recognition in this. I told you, police organizations have come up with solutions, but they have tied up with the industry. This is the first time in the history of the country, I would say, police organization is approaching an institution to find a solution. And if you are able to give us a solution, I think it will attract national recognition. Because developing apps is easy for people who are in the software field. So as an institutional, as a students, so if you develop it and if you are able to give us a solution, that is for icing on the cake.
Looking at things to happen, future will be, we may even put augmented reality into it. We may have a police constable or a beat police just wearing one glass like that, and then the augmented reality device is embedded in it, and he just walks. You don't need even the mobile. Okay, that is the next thing that you guys can think of as you go on to do the 8th semester project. And also maybe drones assisted beat system also can come in. So this technology is growing. So don't think that at the end of this whole interaction it's going to stop. If you are serious, as I said, if you want to become entrepreneurs, if you want to have startups, police department will be more than happy, because crime is something, law and order is something which we will need, which will continue to evolve. So please take it as a serious career option, and you don't have to look for jobs anymore. You have jobs right at your doorstep. Okay guys, with this I thank both the others who have joined us.
बेसिकली यहाँ पे आज जो बच्चों के लिए जो प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज किया था, उसका महत्व क्या है और किसके लिए ये जरूरी है?
We have a lot of systems in police. Like one important system is a beat system. So we had signed an MOU with Goa Engineering College in February for a collaboration and mutual sharing of resources. So carrying forward this MOU, we have decided as a joint venture we will create an e-beat book system. So to create an e-beat book system, we can approach the industry or the software field to develop it. But we thought we will directly talk to the students who will be able to develop it as a special software and in a competitive mode. So Honorable Prime Minister and our CM sir and our DGP sir has asked to find out the solutions from our own educational institutions. So to bridge the gap between the government agencies and the educational institutions, where educational institutions themselves are able to give the solutions to the organizations, we have come here. We have asked the students here who are studying in the GEC IT department to find out a solution to make the beat system online, which will help in better surveillance and supervision over the officers in the police department.
So what was the response about students?
Students are very excited. We have given them 20 days of time. We have given them the requirements. Now we will have a continuous interaction, and the best will be given suitable rewards, and all the participants will be given certificates as well.
Thank you, sir. This will help student in this type of programs.
We are happy that they have given us this very important challenge. This will have two advantages for us. One is we are working on a live project which will help the state of Goa. Second, we are creating employment So we don't have to go ask our students to attend interviews and participate in various other placement activities. Here is an opportunity for them to become a startup, which is the main thrust of our Chief Minister and also of our Prime Minister. So keeping in line with the national requirements of having our own startup to do well, we are joining hands with the Department of Police and they have come forward to help with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Anybody short? Go to a short can come here. आगे बहुत जगह है.
Come closer.
You are coming in tomorrow's newspaper. So first row people, please be happy.